Let's do this.
What are we talking about today? What do the people want to know
Welcome
today?
back to. I don't even know.
Wow, the name of the podcast?
Because
Bromance and Nonsense?
we don't want to fucking record anymore, so.
Bromance and Nonsense?
We
nonsense.
might as well not fucking do anything else.
Just straight nonsense.
Hey, what's up with these Mexicans, man?
They're building the house back there.
I mean, I'm assuming that they're Mexican.
You are. It could be Guatemala.
The what? What? Goose.
Gua.
Not guacamole.
Avocado.
Hey, what's going on with these planes?
Aguacate.
Tell me what's going on with these planes, because I'm afraid to get on the fucking plane.
No, you're not. You're still going to buy your ticket and get on the plane. And you're just going to trust my buddy up there that he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do.
But what's going on? Every day I hear some other. Do you see the fucking Japan Airlines ran into some motherfucker?
At the end,
Yeah.
I think. At the end of the runway?
Their wing clipped.
Oh, yeah. They
tail.
hit the tail. Yeah.
Was it Delta or something like that?
It was an
Some
American airline.
What's
It was
going
funny,
on?
too, because on the news, they said they apologized.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, okay.
Sure.
You
Hey,
still owe me
pay up,
$5 million to fix that.
you think it'll be that much?
Yeah, they're going to inspect all of that.
Well, $5 million for the tail.
Just for the tail, probably, yeah.
How much is a plane?
Oh, man, those are like,
300?
depending what it is, 300,000. I'm sorry, 300 million.
300,000.
Yeah, hold up.
You have what? A fleet of those already? Yeah, but that one, and then the one with
The Black Hawk.
Black Hawk.
Yeah. The Black Hawk was 100 feet too high. So that's number one. Number two is, I don't know how they didn't see them. They were probably under night vision goggles, but even still.
Well, doesn't that blind? Because, I mean,
The lights do.
The plane was coming down, right?
Yeah, it was coming like the Black Hawk was like this, and the plane.
Aren't the lights on the plane, the ones that I guess they don't use, like those big old lights to land? Not to see,
The
but
white ones? Yeah, those are like to
Like
see
on
the
the front.
runway while you're on the ground. Yeah, but you can't really see them unless you're close to something. Like they reflect off of something. I mean, they you can see they reflect off of something.
But if you're looking at the plane, you won't see the light.
But when you're coming this way, like their head should have been on the swivel. Realistically, knowing that an airport is right there and that it's a busy airport, their head should have been on the swivel. But the issue was too is that those two planes they were not on the same frequency, so they could have looked out for each other if they were on the same frequency.
What about the tower?
The tower, there was two separate controllers in the tower. One was controlling the airplane, the other one was controlling the Black Hawk, and they weren't talking to each other.
Well,
there you go. That's part of it
someone's
too.
gonna get fired.
Oh yeah. I mean, and the thing is too is that they're so close that I'm surprised this didn't happen before because it's congested airspace. And
Apparently the Black Hawks do that all the time.
yeah, they can only go up so high. They're supposed to be at that point 200 feet. It was at 300 feet. But even still, even if it was the Black Hawk was on altitude and the airline
Goes above it.
it would have been 100-foot separation. That airline is going super fast. Do you really want to be that close? Nowhere else, nowhere are you allowed to be that close.
Whenever you told us that if we get the little plane gets caught on
the turbulence, the wake turbulence,
Right?
yeah.
wouldn't it do the same thing to a fucking chopper?
Well, if you're right under it, it's not going to hit you then. It will probably hit you on the backside because then it has enough time to build up.
Right.
Yeah. So when you pass it, maybe like 10 seconds later, you'll feel some of it.
So you think they're gonna be like, nah, this? I mean, obviously
they'll change the policy. It was a known route too, so they'll change the policy where like helicopters just can't go there.
A different route.
Or a different route. Yeah, it was a known route. So
because that's just a regular airport there in Washington, right?
yeah, it's a commercial airport, regular airport.
So
it wasn't a military.
Do the
airport.
planes? I'm sorry. Do the helicopters actually land on that airport?
They can land anywhere.
I know they can, but do they? Like, is it normal for them to?
I'm pretty sure it is, but they weren't going to do that. They were actually traveling down the Potomac to go like somewhere southwest.
That's crazy. There's a bunch of kids in there, like ice skating.
Yeah, the U.S. figure skating team.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a congresswoman in there as well.
Damn.
Yeah, One of the busiest airspace in the nation.
Do you think like it even gives you time to realize what's going on when something like that happens? Let's say for the people on the plane.
Well, apparently,
I think you meant to say apparently.
That's what I said.
No, you said apparently.
Okay. Apparently, let me enunciate. Apparently, the Black Hawk had its traffic alert turned off, and the jet, it had it on, but it was like too late. And for the airliners have like the latest and greatest, and one of the pieces of equipment on there, I forgot exactly what it's called, but pretty much it gives you traffic of awareness and collision avoidance suggestion.
Is it like radar or no? It's
I think what it does, it interrogates. It's based off of something we call ADS-B. So it's a device that's on your airplane or on my airplane, you know, on all airplanes, you know, if you're in certain airspace, and it interrogates it and says, oh, wow, you're at this altitude, traveling this speed, all that stuff. And my airplane will get that. So if we're on a collision course, right, they both will communicate to each other if you have this piece of equipment on there, and it would say, hey, traffic, 12 o'clock, climb. And so the pilot is supposed to react based off of those guidance.
Because I think I heard on I don't know, someone was saying on the news or something like that, when they got the black box from the plane, that like maybe like a second or two before the actual impact, they were trying to climb.
Yeah.
But it was
too late. Yeah.
But do you think they actually saw the black? It's a night.
I mean, you're going to see it. I mean, the Black Hawk crashed into that airplane. That's the thing. I mean, like, they must have been so distracted because at some point you can see, like, the lights. That Black Hawk windows in the front is big, and on the side they have a door. So I get it if the airplane's, like, right here. You really can't see it and you're facing this way, but
yeah, if it's, like,
right there, it's huge.
6 o'clock, you won't see it. It's behind you.
Yeah, but you have a crew chief too. There's 3 people on board. You have a crew chief. You have the 2 pilots.
2, though.
No, there's 2 pilots and a crew chief.
So that was 3 people.
3 people on board, and the crew chief, depending where he's sitting at, I mean, he could have saw it, but probably he was sitting in the middle and just because sometimes what they'll do is they'll have their windows open and they'll sit on the side, and they'll man like a gun, or they'll just sit there.
So do you think it was maybe like just a combination of a bunch of
That's always what it is.
Different factors.
Yeah, a combination. You have, like, in aviation, we have so many risk and we have so much risk mitigation. And there's a model called the Swiss cheese model, and where you start to poke holes through it, and that's what leads to your accident. So being off altitude, not having your head on the swivel, at night under knots. Yeah. At night under knots.
So it wasn't really, the airliner had pretty much nothing to do with it.
I mean, the airliner,
they were doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Like, as of right now, I don't have any information that says the airliner did anything wrong, you know.
So it was between the tower and the Black Hawk.
Yeah, I mean, the tower, they weren't on the same frequencies. The Black Hawk was a little bit off, and you know, I mean, I don't know. The airliner could have saw the airplane too, you know, if their head was on a swivel. And then
but at night?
But that's the thing. You can see, actually, it's easier to see airplane at night because they're bright.
No, I'm talking about the pilots of the airplane seeing the Black Hawk. Wouldn't it be kind of hard for them to see it?
Well, that's part of it because they're coming down and there's light already there.
Coming this way, right?
Yeah, they're coming down. And there's light already there, so the light from the Black Hawk could have got mixed in with the light on the ground. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty difficult, but they have, like, you know, software on there that tells you, like, where every aircraft is at, and pretty interesting that they didn't see it. And I'm pretty sure you know, I carry my iPad when I fly, and that has the software on there that allows me to see all the airplanes, and I would be shocked that they didn't have that. Plus all the stuff that the airplane itself natively has.
And plus the tower was supposed to be looking out.
Plus the tower should have been doing their job. Well, the tower asked them, do they have that traffic in sight? And then the Black Hawk, They said yes.
But could have they been looking at another plane?
Exactly. That's always an issue.
Well, look, unfortunately, what was it, 70 people?
76, something like that.
That's
yeah.
I mean, one is too much already, but imagine 70 something, right?
But lessons learned, I mean, this accidents save lives too, you know. So it happens one time and it should never. Yeah.
For something like this, of course they will.
Oh, yeah. They're probably going to change that route. I mean, that is just way too close. Even if everyone was on perfect target, right?
Yeah,
it's just way too close. It would have been 100 feet separation.
Yeah, I'm surprised if it hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
Because if it is that close, like you said it supposedly was 100 feet above
that Black Hawk. Yeah, it was 300 feet where it past the bridge.
It's not enough space of separation.
100 feet would have been the separation. Right. If the airplane.
What do you think that's not a lot between a plane and a goddamn helicopter?
100 feet? No, that's nothing. That is nothing. That's nothing. Even for the small airplane that I fly, I don't even want to be that close. 500 is like pushing it. 500 is pushing it. 1,000, I'm okay with that. You know, 500 is even pushing it.
So you still feel pretty good about it? Still the safest way to fly?
I flew today. I mean, that speaks to the track record. I mean, look at the car crashes. When, you know, how many car crashes happen a day? I think it's like every 10 seconds there's a car accident.
In the U.S. or worldwide?
I don't know. It's some statistic. Every 10 seconds there's a car accident, something like that. You know, doesn't mean it's fatal, but there's a car accident. But we don't hear about them.
Well, it's actually, I'm pretty sure there's like they keep track of how many people actually die.
Yeah.
From the car crash.
Yeah, because even on the Texas highways, you'll see the sign that say 32,000 Texans died this year from car crash. Yeah.
That's just in Texas.
That's just in Texas. You know.
I mean, yeah, of course. Whenever it happens, it has anything to do with a plane or anything like that. It's a bigger deal because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to another pilot. We got to do better as pilots for sure. I mean, yeah, we got to do better.
I'll do better.
First of all, you got to get in the game, player.
What does that mean?
You know what that means.
I gotta get on a plane. Look, you know.
I gotta be your flight instructor. I'll teach you how to fly.
Here's the thing. Whenever I'm getting on a plane, I don't know who the hell is piloting the plane.
You don't know their mental state.
They could be like, today's the day. I'm gonna crash this motherfucker.
Could be.
That's it.
Could be. But I guess the FAA does a pretty good job of vetting.
Does it?
How often have you heard that someone?
What do they do to maintain, like? Okay, let's say I become a pilot, right?
Yeah.
My mental state is good
today,
right?
Tomorrow,
when they do the testing, right?
Yep.
So what do they do on a regular basis to make sure that I'm still okay?
Every 6 months, when you're an airline pilot,
6 months. Hey man,
you get a medical evaluation.
So that means between today and 6 months, I could be my mental state could go down.
You could have killed a person
just like
a day.
This goddamn plane. My mental state is gonna go down. I look. AI needs to take over this shit.
You think AI?
Yeah, we're gonna.
But what about the Matrix though?
We're gonna.
That's another problem.
We're gonna retire all the pilots.
Oh, not anytime soon. It won't happen anytime soon.
I see that happening before. We have.
So say if I go to the airline.
In cars.
Okay. So, oh no.
Yes.
You think? Okay. Let me ask you this. You think they're going to put that kind of automation 100% autonomous, no freaking pilot. Let me finish. No pilot in the front of the airplane in the sky with 76 people before they put it in cars publicly.
If it's a proven system
for just 2 people.
Who
Hell no.
Who's telling you that they are not already working on it?
Dude, they're definitely working on it, but they're not going to put that in play anytime soon.
Before cars?
Hell no. Hell no.
Look, I get it. You want to be a pilot, but
I am a pilot, first of all. I'm a multi-engine commercial land pilot. Get your facts together.
You got all those titles?
I put out the book on them.
Hey, did you hear about the LYFT situation where this fat lady? Sorry.
Ooh. Can't say that.
Well, she's 500.
Oh, it's Trump in office. You can say that. Yeah.
She's 554 pounds.
Yeah, she's fat.
She ain't skinny.
Okay, she's obese.
So she calls Lyft, like, right?
Uh-huh.
And when the dude shows up, he's like, nah.
Oh.
He's like, the car won't handle this kind of weight. And he took off.
It's a private car.
Right. So she's suing Lyft now. Is that discrimination? I don't think Lyft.
I mean,
should be
yeah. I
responsible
mean,
for what the dude does.
it's discrimination, but I mean, it turns into a legal battle. I mean, if he doesn't, I don't know. I mean, like, if you don't want someone with,
See a picture of the girl?
Sure, show me.
She's a rapper from
Lizzo.
Damn, hey.
I don't know. You said she's a rapper.
Look,
she was.
Jose, so
she was raving the big
rapper,
girls.
She's big, and you just assume.
What's wrong with that?
Look. So, we'll put a picture up on the video.
Well, even people get turned around. Yeah, she's pretty big. Even people get turned around for like car seats and stuff because they can damage the seat.
Yeah. So supposedly,
baby car seats.
She called the Lyft, but when the driver appeared and noticed how large she was, he refused to let her in, telling her she would not fit. And then she's like, "Yes, I can." And the driver said, "Believe me, you can't." And then the driver said that his low-profile tires could not handle her weight.
Damn.
He said he could cancel the ride so she would not be charged.
Fair.
And recommended that she order a Lyft XL.
Damn. Hey, yo. Hey, he led with that?
She said, I've been in cars smaller than that. I just want them to know it hurt my feelings. I mean, look, if you're almost 600 pounds, you know what's up, right? And it's a whole lot of food going into your mouth.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Let's take it up a notch.
600 pounds.
Okay. 600-pound dude, girl, whatever. You're in your seat. I'm sorry. You already know where this is going. Yeah. Let's say they're in their seat, right? They're on the outside. Oh, let's just say your seat's in the middle between two 600-pound people.
Between two? Can it just be one?
Okay, one.
Okay. That's a lot already.
That's a lot already. What do you do? I mean, like.
So do you think it's fair to ask them to pay for two seats? Or go to first class because it's wider?
if they're like, I mean. The
some
way
of that person is gonna be on top of me.
The way I look at it is that I paid for my seat, right? Which means I get my seat.
Right.
You don't get a portion of my seat just because you're extra large.
Well, I'm sorry. I just didn't mean to be on your seat, but it's just the way I'm built.
Well, I mean,
look, man, I'm 200 and I don't know, probably 35 pounds right now. I can be in my space and not bother anyone. But I'm pretty sure, like, if I were to get to, like, 300, 350,
yeah.
I'm already busting out the seams.
Yeah.
So, imagine, 600
yeah.
pounds. That's a lot.
I mean, even like 400, 300.
There was actually something that happened like that where hey. Nah, we can see.
It's God.
The dogs are humping each other.
We got footage.
Hey, so there was this lady... I think it was like a Turkish airliner or something like that.
Yeah.
She was coming back, and they're like, "Nah, you gotta buy a first class ticket because you won't fit on the regular seat."
Well, the airlines need to address it.
Because I mean, then there's other people, like you said, there's other people sitting there.
So I'm supposed to be cramped because of you? I mean, that comes into like, well, yeah, you do have the right to be big, but I also have the right to have my space.
The seat look, I'm in my space. You're bursting my bubble.
Exactly.
With your bubble, which is huge.
Your bubble's all over the place.
Oh, man. So, I mean, yeah, she's suing Lyft. I don't think Lyft should be responsible because it was his decision. Lyft wasn't the one that said.
But that's what people do.
They're representing him at that point.
I mean, that's what people do is that they'll change the narrative and say a Lyft driver. It won't say this private citizen. They'll say this Lyft driver. So Lyft ends up getting sued, which kind of makes sense because there's a shared responsibility. It's his car, but the app is what facilitated the interaction.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a shared responsibility. I mean, he's still a private citizen. He can refuse anyone.
Yeah.
It's not the company car.
Well, but isn't he...
He's a private citizen. It's not a company car.
Working
doesn't matter. It's a company car. It's like you. If me and you were supposed to go to point A, and I'm like, hey, let me ride with you. We're working on the same company, right? And you're like, no, I don't want you to ride with me. I mean, it's not a company car; it's your private car. You can refuse it whoever you want.
Right. It is his private car, but he's using it for business purposes with this company.
Yeah, but it's still a private car, and it's not a company car.
I don't think she will win it because probably nowhere does it say that he cannot refuse. You know, when it comes to all these, lawsuits and things like that, is how you interpret the law.
100%.
Unless they have it in writing, you cannot refuse.
Even if it is in writing, it's still how you interpret that. Yeah. You can say I didn't refuse, but I encouraged her to get another one.
Sounds like he refused.
Oh, that way he refused.
Like, I bet you can't. No, I can fit.
You need to get an XL, triple X.
My low profile tires won't handle this.
Your high profile body.
Yeah, supposedly it was I think it was a Mercedes. Probably like.
He just didn't want her squeezing in there and breaking shit.
Do you think she would have? Okay, let's be real.
Come on, have you been
She looks big.
Yeah.
But do you think she was gonna break something inside the car?
I mean, if like an air vent or something like that, trying to get your leg in, and snap, something like that. I mean, shit.
I mean, 600 pounds. Well, that's what. If you think about it, let's be fair, right? A lot of times when you give rides to people, there's gonna be at least 3 motherfuckers on the back. Sometimes that's 300 pounds right there. It could be.
Yeah, but not a 300-pound body.
But it will the same weight will amount to 300 pounds or more.
Okay, let me ask you.
Not 300, sorry, 600 or more.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let's say she paid for a flight in the airplane that I fly, right? Let's say I'm 150 and she's like 400 pounds, right?
Right.
Surface area wise, she's gonna be huge. A 400-pound girl that's like 5 foot, anything is gonna be pretty big, right? I'm probably gonna refuse her a flight.
So let's say someone hires you to fly them somewhere.
I can refuse anyone.
I know. Listen to me, man.
Go ahead.
So she books your flight.
Yeah.
Obviously, is not. Will you normal? Well, I guess it's different with the plane because you do have to know the weight.
Yeah, I do have to know the weight.
So you would ask someone,
it's a safety. Yes, I'm gonna ask everyone. And the
people,
thing is, people lie too, so I have to come on, player.
I identify as 300 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's 600.
Let's say she exactly right. I'm like, come on, how much you? I'm gonna ask her.
So
how
do
much
you have to bring a scale?
But that's the thing.
Step on it.
I mean, I just use a little common knowledge. If she tells me she's 185. Come on. I'm going to be the one to go to jail if we crash and survive.
You pull a Kevin Samuels? Not around.
Not around here.
Well,
5'2"?
Hey, fair enough.
200 something?
She is pretty big.
Yeah.
And, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the airplane, it's an easy safety issue.
She was trying to save some money and not get the XL. And if you think about it, right?
It's his car.
If you're that big, you probably should get an XL anyway. So you'd be comfortable, right?
But, I mean, not everyone that big is wealthy. I mean, an XL could be like $60,
Okay.
just to go like 5 miles.
Let's say it's $10, $20 more. Isn't that worth it to you?
I mean, you should ask her. She could have just been like, yeah, I just ordered XL from the get-go.
Obviously, I don't know her.
You should ask her.
I don't know.
Let's bring her on the podcast.
I don't know if she's wealthy or not. It just says she's a rapper.
Yeah.
Known as some Dimas.
Well, I guess she's not that good of a rapper because she's still riding Uber instead of riding a black car or something.
That's right. Because if she had money,
she would have been. She would have had a driver.
She'd get one of those Sprinter bands.
Exactly.
Isn't that what the people get?
Those are tight though. Oh well, if you get the ones that are like
Sprinter bands, those are the high ones.
But I've seen the Sprinter bands when they have it's like 4 rows, 5 rows, something. But I also seen the Sprinter vans where it's like open.
Yeah.
It's like a limo kind of set up. So
that's actually a good business if you think about it. Buy a couple of those vans, outfit it.
But how many limos do you see nowadays? Party vans either.
That's not really a limo though. That's for people, high profile people that want to be comfortable.
Yeah. They travel from city to city.
You can stand up in one of those things.
Oh yeah.
You don't have enough space.
Yeah.
So I mean, you ain't gonna be like, maybe you will. Put a couple strippers in there. Hey, you put a pole.
There's a pole in there for sure.
Put a pole in the middle of the damn thing.
There's a pole already there.
I mean, look, I'm coming up with this idea, but I'm sure this already is happening.
Duh.
Well, I mean, there's party buses, but
yeah,
that's different.
No, it's like the same.
Like a school bus.
Go to Vegas.
We need to go back to Vegas.
Yeah, we need to go back. We need to redo Vegas because we went during COVID. It was weak.
We went during COVID, which I had gone before I went with you guys, and I came back without COVID.
Hold on. I've only been with you to Vegas once.
No. I went to Vegas with my kids and my mom.
Oh, yeah.
That's when they were giving
during
out,
COVID.
Yeah, they were giving out the steamy checks.
The stimmy. So you
Steamies.
spent it. You blew it.
No. I did get my steamy check, but I did not use it for that.
Uh-huh.
But I told you, remember that there were people outside like, oh, come spend your steamy check with us. In the, what's it called?
I don't know. Strip?
The strip, yeah. But my point is, I went with my kids and my mom and my wife, of course. We went. We stayed over there. We came back. No one got COVID. We went with you and your wife. She was the culprit here.
Okay, well.
And then she was gargling and coughing on top of everybody.
Well, you were going to get it at some point, so.
Let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this.
What's your biggest pet peeve? Because I did that. I hate when people like. Sometimes my kids do it. Like, you got something stuck in your throat. Go like. It drives me fucking crazy.
I don't have a big pet peeve. I would have to think about it. I don't know.
What about, like, what's... If you had to, you can only pick one thing.
Oh, my God.
It's nothing gay, dude. Hear me out. So, something that will turn you off on a woman. Let's say you meet someone at the club, but then you realize they got this one thing that would just completely kill it for you. She has the body. She has everything.
Attitude, I guess.
That's it? Nothing physical?
I mean, I can be shallow and be like, yeah, she's, I don't know, too big, too fat, something like that or something, or just not physically attractive or something. There you go. I don't know, man.
You don't know?
You always do like the specific one thing.
No, I'm letting you pick out of all the things. I can tell you one.
Okay, go ahead.
If she has fucked up teeth.
That's a deal breaker?
That's a deal breaker to me. I'm talking about...
You know what I think is kind of cute?
Like
cross-sided girls.
What?
It's kind of cute.
Cross-sided girls?
Yeah, as long as they're not like, all over like that.
No. You got to explain.
But the ones that are kind of cross-sided?
They're right there on the line?
Oh, the spectrum? Yeah.
Sometimes they got straight eyes, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, they're kind of cute.
Like if you if you go like boof, the eyes might go. Nah, man. What the fuck, bro? Like
cross-eyed girls need love too.
I need to know if you're looking at me or you're looking at my friend.
Hey, I think she's more interested in you.
Like
she's always looking that way.
So we went from something that is a deal breaker to something that that could have easily been a no. Like I cannot date someone that's cross-eyed.
Really?
I guess it depends on how bad.
I mean, not like lazy or like just all over the place, but like you could tell when they're slightly cross-eyed.
So you think
it's kind of cute? It's kind of cute.
Hey, you need therapy.
Hey, damn.
Nah, I guess everyone has their.
What's something that's weird that's kind of cute to you, or the girl? Something like that.
I don't think it's weird. I do find it attractive when, when their nose is a little, not a huge nose, but there's something sexy about
the bridge,
this bone right here when
it's protruded
a little bit, not a fucking toucan. You know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Fruit Loops bird.
Yeah, not like that, but just a little bit of a nose,
Okay.
That's kind of sexy to me. You see that you might see that exactly the way that I see you looking at this cross-eyed animal.
Wow, discrimination right there.
Nah, cross-sighted, that's something that can be fixed. The same as
a nose can't be fixed.
It can.
You just shave that shit off. I could do it. 10 minutes.
I've seen those videos on TikTok and shit where they like do like a countdown. Oh, this is a month before the surgery.
Yeah.
A week, and then they show the final result.
Yeah.
Shit, even when they're like all after the surgery, all like it looked like they got punched in the face.
Swollen.
It still looks better than before. I mean, obviously, there's noses and there's noses.
Yeah.
There's some people that have them and got them. Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
We learned something new today. So if you're a cross-eyed girl, he's married. He's taken.
Yeah.
So you telling me, I'm gonna tell Daniela this shit.
Okay, that's fine. I will tell Lori this shit.
She knows. I've told her before about the nose thing.
She was okay with that?
She has no nose. She has a little butt.
Nene, you don't like my nose?
She'll pull some shit like your wife would say, why are you with me then?
Yeah.
I'm nothing like the girls that you like.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. She likes guys with abs. You do have abs. They're just well hidden,
I'm just in my winter bulk, that's all.
Hey, summer is coming, though. You need to start doing something about this shit.
It's still winter time. I don't fix it until at least halfway through spring.
So are you going to tell our viewers and our listeners?
About what?
Because this is both a video podcast and an audio podcast.
So
you can find us on every platform, iTunes.
These niggas ain't following us.
Spotify. Don't say that. Don't call them the N-word.
My bad, slipped. You say it all the time.
I don't say that. Hey, listen. I would never say that.
Hey, he says it all the time. They know you say it.
How do they know that?
Because they know. They're our followers. They know. They know why they watch us.
Our 3 followers.
Yeah, they know exactly why.
Our followers know because it's his wife and my wife. They know. They know I do not say it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
So.
Nah, I do say it, but but I've been told many times, like I said before, that I'm allowed because first of all, I'm Cuban, so that already somehow it gives me a pass. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, we are considered part of the culture.
Culture virtues.
Yeah, so regardless, it doesn't matter. We're part of we're in the thick of it. We go through the same struggles most of the time. We are a minority.
Yeah. Well, I don't have ice problems like you do.
Ice problems.
Ice.
Is it cold? It's cooking.
It's going to be cold when they come and pick your ass up.
No, man. They're just picking up the bad people. I ain't got no felonies or nothing. And on top of that, I'm a U.S. citizen.
Let me see the birth certificate.
Through and through. It's not a birth certificate.
Let me see your nationalization papers.
There you go. I got them at home.
Your green card.
I don't have a green card. I don't need it because I'm a U.S. citizen. So
did you vote?
When they asked me in the application, yes, I did vote. When they asked me in my application for anything, are you a U.S. citizen? I say, yes, I am. Because I'm
proud of it.
Yes. Look, honestly, if things were not bad in my country of birth, I wouldn't be here. I would just, if it was good over there, then there's no reason for me to leave. Yeah. But
bitch ass Cuban.
Even though I'm proud of being Cuban and all that shit, the situation over there is not good. So I'm over here. Yeah. And I'm fucking proud of this country. This is honestly,
it's a great country.
At this point, like I told you always, I've been here longer than I was in Cuba. I came when I was 13 years old. Uh-huh. I'm almost damn near 40 now. So that means I've been here for a fucking long time.
Yeah.
So I pretty much grew up here.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, when you're like, let's say from from birth to when you're like 10, there's not really a lot shaping you. I think after, like when you get into your teenage years, that's when you start becoming like the person.
Your personality and stuff starts to kick in.
And things. That's why I surprise you a lot of times with things that you don't think I would know about. And I do.
Yeah, like cruising the highway instead of cruising the street.
That was the only slip up that I've ever had.
Wow.
And I think it's fair for me to slip up once. Like you keep saying that you are an honorary, like you were saying today.
I'm an honorary Latino. People love me.
But why? You don't even speak the language. I speak English.
I don't need to.
Sometimes.
I don't need to. Look, your mom's a U.S. citizen. She don't even speak English.
That is true. They just gave it to her.
They just gave it to her.
Yeah. If she didn't have her citizenship, I'd be like, hey, I might have to see you later. I ain't going to Cuba. I still got like family in Cuba. They'll ask me like, hey, when are you coming? I'm like,
when hell freeze over.
I don't think so. Here's the way I see it now. I didn't used to see it this way, but now I see it this way where it's like if I go over there, yes, I'm spending time with you guys, but I'm also giving money to the problem.
You're enabling them.
Right. I'm not my family, but everything's controlled by the government, so every single cent that you spend goes towards the government.
Yeah.
So there's an alternative now. You can actually take people from Cuba to the Dominican Republic to like an all-inclusive resort.
They can leave the country?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
To the Dominican Republic.
Uh-huh.
Because they cannot stay there.
Yeah.
They'll get kicked out.
Yeah.
It's not like here, over here, immigration. And that's the funny thing, right? Every other country besides the U.S., they're strict when it comes to immigration.
Yeah.
But we always get the shit because...
I mean, everyone wants to come here. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Well, maybe people just think that we just got a lot of money and a lot of land and a lot of space, which we do. But we also need to take care of our people, right? And I say our people.
Because you're American.
Because I'm an American.
Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm
yes,
free.
I am. But it cannot go unnoticed that, look, if I didn't have my papers, I'll be shedding bricks right now. Because they are only supposedly taking out, people with felonies and shit like that. But you know
her brother.
A motherfucker that has done nothing might get mixed up in that, if they go pick up.
That's what happened. Like they were at one house to get the bad guy, and they picked up someone who was the good people that were like, hey, you just happen to be there. They're coming to get everyone.
It sucks.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Ready?
It's time.
We got to cut this short.
Yeah.
We're going to dinner because
we got dinner plans tonight.
We got dinner plans, and the reason why is not because he's a good friend or anything like that.
Wow.
The reason why is because I should say his wife.
Yep.
She just includes everybody.
A good idea, Fairy. She speaks French.
They dropped an 18-ton
load
of rocks out there, and I was there. We move 18 tons. That's a lot of weight of rocks.
It is.
You only move like 6.
That pile was huge.
You move like 6.
I moved more than that. Daniela told me that you guys left like mad early. You guys were here like 10 to 12. That was it.
Because we finished that quick.
So
it doesn't matter.
It wasn't that much.
We still moved it.
On Saturday, we were here the whole day. I started at 7, and we didn't finish until
a third of the pile that was left there.
Okay.
Anyways, that's the only reason he's taking me to dinner.
Because I'm showing my appreciation, which a good friend that you'd call me not a good friend does.
I'm sorry. You are a good friend.
Why are you touching my man boob?
Anyways, cut. We're done. We're going to go eat.
I'm hungry. Tengo hambre.
Hambre. Hombre, it's us. Hombres.
My bad.
How's the Duolingo going?
It's good.
You doing it every day?
Yeah. I have a 4-day streak going right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it one of those that you speak and it catches your...
It does everything. Like you're reading, you're writing, you're speaking. Yeah.
Then it goes like, ding. Good.
Yeah.
Makes
the little
you
bird comes otherwise. Up. Yeah.
Fucking idiot. Learn some Spanish, man.
If you're going
to be one of us, you got to learn our language.
I already know Spanish. I got it all.
Muy bueno is not enough Spanish.
Taquito, tacaco.
Bye. We're done.
See ya. Zapato.
Fucking idiot.